Guys, in today's video I am going to be doing something that I am very excited about. I love comparing products in various prices and I just love comparing products. So today I am going to be comparing 4 different brow pomades. We've got NYX, ColourPop, Salon Perfect, and Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to be showing you them on my brows. I'm going to be doing a smudge and a water test. And I'm just going to tell you guys which ones I think are the best and which ones were not my favorite. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Alright you guys, so as you can see I do not have my eyebrows filled in right now, and that is because I am going to be trying out each one of these different pomades on my brows to show you guys how they look, the color, and just explaining to you how they apply while I'm doing so we get the full effect of how these products work. So I'm going to start off with, let's start off with Anastasia and the Salon Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and I'll apply the Salon Perfect on my right side, and I will apply the Anastasia on my left side. So for the Salon Perfect, this I got from Walmart, and I believe there was only 2 shades available when I went. I'm not sure if they have more than that, but when I went to Walmart they only had 2 shades and I got dark brown, and this cost me $5, and it's a decent amount of product for $5. And I apply all of these products the same way. I just kind of dip my brush in, scrape out some of the products, and then I will apply it into the lid to get rid of some of the excess, and then I'll just go ahead and apply it. I'll go ahead and zoom in for you guys so you can get a close-up of the brows, but I'm just going to start applying it. I'm just using a regular little angled brush. There's no specific brand or anything that I'm using. What I like about this Salon Perfect pomade, it's not too creamy. Some pomades can be a little bit too creamy where they don't cooperate very well. And the color is also a nice color for my hair. It matches my hair pretty well. And I've said this in previous videos, I do have a couple of patchy spots in my brows. And this pomade is really nice and pigmented, so it really covers up those patchy spots pretty easily. So there's how I go ahead and fill in my brows. And then I'll just go in with a spoolie and brush out the fronts to blend it. So there is the Salon Perfect brow pomade. And now I'm going to clip back my hair and apply the Anastasia Dip Brow on my left side of my face. This one I have is also in dark brown. And the Anastasia Dip Brow pomade is $18 versus the $5 Salon Perfect one. And I apply it the same exact way. Just take my brush, which I have cleaned off, and just wipe the product into the lid. So far I am noticing that the Anastasia Dip Brow is a little bit smoother to apply. I wouldn't say it's creamier, but you can just tell a little bit, like a very small difference in the application. The Salon Perfect one felt a little bit more stiff, which I wouldn't really say is a negative, but you can definitely tell a little bit of a difference in the 2 consistencies. So again, I'm going to go ahead and take a spoolie and just kind of blend out the front of my brow. So here is the Salon Perfect, and here is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. The Salon Perfect is a little bit more harsh. I would say the Anastasia one is a little bit more of a softer look. It's not a very noticeable difference, honestly, but you can kind of tell that this one's a little bit more harsh. So far, the Salon Perfect one is a really nice product, and it's pretty close to comparable to the Anastasia one. I don't really see a whole lot of a difference other than the very, very slight difference in consistency and softness. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out, show you guys what they look like from far away. Alrighty guys, so here is my brows, Salon Perfect and Anastasia Beverly Hills from a distance. And from a distance, I can't really tell a difference. I don't know about you guys, but I can't really tell much of a difference at all. My brows both look pretty well. So now I'm going to go ahead and remove the product off of my brows, and we're going to try out the next two pomades. Alright guys, so I went ahead and cleaned off my brows, as you can tell. So now we're going to be trying the NYX Tame and Frame Brow Pomade. And this one is in brunette, and then we're going to be trying the ColourPop, I think this is called a brow color, in Bangin' Brunette. And the NYX one is $7 and the ColourPop one is $6. I'll do the ColourPop one on my right and I'll do the NYX one on my left. So let's go ahead and get zoomed in and get to it. Alright, so I've got the ColourPop one right here, and like I said, this one is $6, and as you can tell, the color looks a little bit lighter than the other ones that I've been using so far. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it the same exact way that I have been doing, where I apply the product into the lid and then just apply it to my brows. So far, I'm already noticing that the ColourPop is a lot more creamy than both the Anastasia and Salon Perfect. And also the color is much lighter as well. I probably should have gotten a shade darker. It's almost got a wet feeling, and I don't know if you guys can tell, my brow's coming out a little bit more sloppy. And that's because when the brow pomades are a little bit too creamy or too wet feeling, I just kind of struggle to apply them. Whereas if they're a little bit more stiff, they're a lot easier for me to apply. So I've gone ahead and done that, and like I said, it's just not coming out very clean. I'm going to go ahead and blend out the front. Alright, so there's the ColourPop side. I know it doesn't look great, but I'm just going to leave it as it is. And now we're going to go ahead and try the NYX Tame and Frame. And this one was $7, and I got this one from Target. Alrighty, so far, this one, just for me, it was a little bit too difficult to work with. It came out messy, and the color is not my color, but I'm not going to base my opinion off of the color. The pigmentation isn't just completely there, as were the first two. They filled in my little gaps really well. This one, you can still kind of see the gaps in my brows. This one you can see a little bit of the gaps too, but the consistency for me was a lot easier to work with. So now I'm going to go ahead and zoom out and show you guys what they look like from far away. Alright, so here's my brows from far away, and you can kind of tell that this one's a little bit chunkier and messier than this one. The color doesn't look bad on me from far away. As we're up close, I thought it was a little bit too light, but like I said, from far away it doesn't look bad. And the colors are actually pretty close. They're not exactly the same, but they're pretty close from far away. They're both lighter than the first two were, for sure. I'm not going to go completely negative. Like, I think if this was the right color and I took a little bit more time to work with it, I would be able to create a nice brow. And the NYX one, same thing. I like it. I think it looks pretty good. Besides the filling in the gaps, I'll just have to go over those areas a couple more times than just one. So now I'm actually going to go ahead and do some hand swatches of each one of the pomades, and I'm going to see how they dry, how they deal with water, and just how they do with the smudge test. So I'm going to be testing out pretty much the wear time and longevity and all that kind of stuff. So enough talking, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start off with the Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is like empty, I know. And I'm just going to put that on the back of my hand. Next, I'm going to be doing the Salon Perfect, which is right here. And just put that right there. Then we're going to go ahead and do the NYX one, which is the NYX Tame and Frame. And of course, finally, we have the ColourPop brow color. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in just a little bit. I still want to be able to talk to you guys, so I'm just going to zoom in just a little. So here we have the Anastasia one, the Salon Perfect, NYX, and ColourPop. So the Anastasia and the ColourPop ones are both still a little bit wet. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but they're a little bit wet. But both the Salon Perfect and the NYX ones are already dried. Yeah, they're already dried. So Salon Perfect and NYX dried pretty quickly. That really does not bother me at all. I actually see that as a benefit. I don't know about you guys. It really depends on how you fill in your brows, how much time you take to do it. But I think that drying quickly is a positive, at least in my opinion. And you can see the color difference. Salon Perfect is a lot darker than the rest. And then we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills. Then we have NYX, and then ColourPop. I'm going to go ahead and wait for these to completely dry before I do the smudge and water test, and I will be right back. Alrighty guys, so I am back. They all look like they are pretty dry. So I'm going to go ahead and just run my finger across them all. I'll actually go like this, so. Alright, so it looks to me like the Anastasia one and the ColourPop one smudged the most, and the Salon Perfect and the NYX one smudged the least, which is kind of surprising to me. I was not expecting the Anastasia one to smudge at all, but it did. I'd say the winner of the smudge test is NYX, the loser is ColourPop. So now we're going to go ahead and spray them with water and then redo the smudge test. So there they are, they're all wet. Got water up my nose. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and redo the smudge test. Wow. I'm actually kind of impressed. I'm just going to go crazy right now because this is the final test and we need to know who's the strongest. Anastasia, wow. I would say Anastasia held up the best for the water test, and then NYX took second place. The Salon Perfect one kind of got crumbly and flaky and just kind of crumbled off, and the ColourPop one faded pretty much all the way. So Anastasia did the best in the water and the smudge test. It lasted the best out of all of them. Then I would say that NYX took second place in the smudge and the water test because it's still there. This is the swatch from when I did the water. Third, I would say is Salon Perfect because even though it crumbled off, if you're not like rubbing on it and stuff, I don't think it's going to have that much of an issue. And ColourPop I would give last place because it was smudgy and it faded off pretty easily. I really do think that all of these are really great products, and just depending on like if you're going to be in the rain or water or whatever, or rubbing on your eyes, it just depends on the circumstances your brows are going to be in, not like the product. Like if you have your product on like this and you're not going to be like wet or rubbing on it, I think that they'll all last really well. Yeah, I feel like I've done enough rambling in this video. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I really hope that it helped you out and helped you to decide what brow pomade to try next. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love making videos like this. And give this video a like if it's helpful for you, because that really helps me to know what kind of videos I should start making more often. So again, thank you guys so much, and please subscribe to my channel, and if you are subscribed, I'll go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye guys!